Hi, welcome to another installment of digital marketing for the executive suite. When you get your digital marketing reports, a lot of times they're filled to the brim with all kinds of information, data, walls of just numbers and text, and it's kind of hard to figure out what it is out of this that you can really use. You have 1,000 other things to do during your day. This is just one. So let's talk about a checkup. What would it look like every single time you went to the doctor if they ran every single test that they could possibly run? If every time you went because you had a cough, you had a CT scan, an x-ray, blood work, all kinds of stuff from the doctor that they would run you through. It'd take hours, days, or even weeks to find out if there's anything even you should be aware of. So that's why they do checkups. They hit your vitals. They really check just a few things because these few things at the top reveal underlying issues that you should be aware of. And digital marketing and marketing in general is no different. So when we're talking about this, what we're talking about is when you get one of these reports, when your department reports to you or your vendor reports to you about how your advertising is working, there's really 3 numbers that you as an executive need to make sure that you keep tabs on. One is your spend. This is really important because this is the gas pedal for your digital marketing. However much money you spend is, odds are, how much performance you should get out of it. If this is fluctuating wildly month by month, then the number comparisons that you have further on down can get a little bit more difficult figuring out what's up, what's down, when all in all, it's your spend that's changing every single time. The second number that you need to pay attention to is something called click-through rate, or CTR. This is really important because this is how many people saw your ad, found it interesting enough to click on it to get more information. The reason why this is so important and is such a good barometer is that it effectively tells you how well your ad campaigns are performing and how well your audience targeting is doing too. Because if you're targeting the right audience with the right message, your click-through rate should go up. If you're missing the mark, either because your ads are underperforming or they're just not resonating with people anymore, or the audience that you're targeting don't really seem interested in your services, then you should expect that click-through rate to go down. And that's really the summation of digital marketing when it comes to trying to get people that you get in front of to go to your website. That number right there is a really good metric to figure out how your ads are doing. The third number you need to look out for is something called cost per lead. This is how much it costs you in any given time to land a lead, either a person calling you, filling out a contact form, live chat, whatever it is that you define a lead or a sale as if you do e-commerce. The cost per lead is really important because that's an overall metric of your campaign health, including your website and in some cases even some of your sales material. If this number is not ideally where you need it to be, then that needs to be one of the first things you work at to try and lower, because ultimately your cost per lead is how many leads you're going to get with the amount of spend that you're getting. So if you can keep your eye on these 3 numbers, your cost, your click-through rate, and your cost per lead, that's going to give you a really good temperature check on how your digital marketing is doing without having to dive into an entire wall of text reports that are in there. If you have any questions about any of this stuff, or you find that you can get more out of your digital marketing that you're currently doing, feel free to reach out. We'd be happy to work with you and have the same kind of success with you that we do with a lot of our other clients as well. Thanks, and see you guys next time.